full disclosure, that's the third time I've actually made that drink for this video. And because I don't want to waste, I've been drinking all of them. So, it's going to be a fun video. So I actually had a completely different idea for this video when I was first thinking about it. And my original idea was, I actually have it recorded too, where I was originally I was gonna show off 18 games, you know, for like the 18th birthday for the Gamecube, and gather up some footage and kind of like create a sort of like, oh, here's 18 games that I recommend for the Gamecube. But the more I thought about it, and the more I was thinking about being lazy, to be honest, is that it's the 18th birthday of the Gamecube, and the Gamecube is my favorite console of all time, bar none. Well, I mean, there are a few things that are kind of almost close to it, but like from a nostalgia perspective, from a gamer perspective, for me, that the Gamecube is my favorite console of all time. I just wanted to just go through my collection. I am going for a complete set. I'm not even close. I'm not even halfway yet. Almost halfway. And I just wanted to maybe scan through, point out some games that I've been really wanted to talk about, or maybe one that's like really piques my interest. And if I have some gameplay, I will show it. If I don't, I apologize. But yeah, so that was my original idea. And don't worry, I still had a few of my Gamecube drinks for this video, so still going off from that. But anyway, hopefully we enjoy, and of course, happy birthday to the Gamecube, one of my favorite consoles of all time. And yeah, it's an adult now, and let's scan through this collection and see. And obviously, I'm not gonna do this in full. This is gonna be edited a little bit, just for time constraints and stuff like that. Obviously, like, you know, not every single game here is like nostalgic memory for me, or is like even really any good. I'm not really gonna be talking about like some, like, you know, home run king or anything like that. Like, I got this from Video Games New York. That's my that's my memory from it. So, all right, let's go take a look. So I have all my stuff alphabetized. The only thing I don't have alphabetized is the extra copy of Tulsa Tour I have. Someday I'll go for a complete player's choice set thing. But for now, I just want to get Black Label complete set. So there are a couple games I still need to sort of replace from my collection, or get the Black Label version. So let's see. One of the first games I actually wanted to talk about was From Russia with Love, which I think is a really cool James Bond game that's played in the third person. And the cool part about this is that Sean Connery actually voices James Bond in this game, so it adds a lot of authenticity to it. And it feels like one of the OG James Bond movies. It's a little bit sillier, a little bit more like sci-fi-ish, I guess. Pretty fun. Of course, Animal Crossing, one of my favorite games ever. This game's super fun, and I'm really happy that they're gonna come out with a Switch version, and I'm really excited to try that out. But otherwise, this is a game I spent a lot of time with. Funny enough, it's not really that interesting, but I remember playing this with a bunch of like my cousins and stuff. So I always thought Beyblade V-Force was fun. It's really dumb though. It's a really dumb game. Capcom versus SNK. Really cool port of CVS2. I think it plays really well. I used to have, or I still have it, but I have an arcade stick for the GameCube, but it's in storage right now. And it's the Soul Calibur 2 one, and it works really, really well with that game and other fighting games, obviously. This is my favorite game of all time. And this is sort of getting up in price a little bit, but Chibi-Robo is one of my favorite games ever, because it sort of encapsulates how I feel about like two of my favorite like franchises, Animal Crossing and Toy Story. And I feel like it blends it so well in this one game. And I played it at the right time too, so it was so much fun. I remember I just got out of high school. It was before I went to college, and I just had a bunch of free time, and I happened to pick up Chibi-Robo, and it was so much fun to play. This is also one of those games that I was going to talk about because I actually really like these Disney sports games. I don't have basketball, which is the really, really expensive one, but football is also a lot of fun. Like, honestly, like, this game is like a super fun football arcade game with Disney characters. Eternal Darkness, I haven't played it yet, but it is pretty spoopy. It's almost October, so maybe I should give that a shot, actually. Evolution World is actually pretty funny. It's the port of the Dreamcast Evolution World, but it actually merges Evo 1 and 2, and 1 is like a butchered version because it's just basically like a quick rundown of the first game. It's mostly the second game. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This game is super cool. It's starting to get up there in price, or it's already been up there in price, but it's starting to get even more up there in price. I'm just glad that I have it to complete my Fire Emblem collection, and I really gotta just sit down and play this to full. I've been enjoying Three Houses a lot, actually. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. I feel like everybody loves that game. Ikaruga, great shooter. Hunter is actually a really cool gauntlet, 4-player like type of game, like something like Diablo, and like I said, Gauntlet. Pretty fun. Incredibles. You know who you are, and that's why I'm pointing that out. Hulk, of course. Ultimate Destruction. That's pretty fun. Killer 7. One of the Capcom Gamecube games that was originally supposed to be exclusive, but made its way to the PS2. This game is really weird. I think this is a Suda 51 game, and this game's really weird. I mean, I haven't really played it too much, but I didn't really gel with it the first time I tried it. I gotta play it again. Kirby's Air Ride. I really like this game. I really wish it would get like a sequel or something, or a remaster. I'd be fine with that. The one thing I really like about the GameCube, and you'll see this as we keep going on the collection, is that there's a lot of franchises here that you can actually access a lot of the games in the franchise. For example, Legend of Zelda, you have access to the NES, Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, and then you also have access to Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask with the Collector's Edition. Then obviously you have the Master Quest, Four Swords, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. I mean, you can't play Link to the Past or anything like that, but at least that's a good handful of Zelda games that you're able to play on the GameCube. Lost Kingdom, the second one's starting to get up there in price, I think. I'm gonna get that eventually. Luigi's Mansion, I'm really excited for this. Shout out to my friend, the Dark Riff. We recorded a whole playthrough of him beating this game in like, I'm pretty sure it was one sitting. And unfortunately, we can't really use that dialogue, the voiceover anymore for certain reasons. But I still have the footage, and I think that's really cool that he and I sort of like experienced that game in like a couch co-op kind of way. That was really fun. Against all the Mario games. I love every single Mario game that's on the GameCube Sports. Like, it's funny because the only like actual Mario title, like platformer wise, is Sunshine. Otherwise they're all like Mario Kart, golf. There's like 4 party games on the system. Tennis, baseball. I think they're legitimately super fun, and it was really cool that the GameCube got a lot of these like fun titles, you know. Here's the game of the year: Mary Kay and Ashley Sweet 16. I don't know, part of the gotta get the full set, you know. So here's another example. Back in the day, this would have been the console to play all the Mega Man games from at least like the OG Classic Series Mega Man, which I think this has 1 through 8, and then X has 1 through 6, I believe. Yeah, but now obviously you have like the Legacy Collection on PS4 and stuff, and you have like the port in HD and all that. But it's still cool that for the GameCube, you have access to all the classic Mega Man games prior to 9 and 10, all the 2D Mega Man X games, the RPG, and this very interesting port of Network Transmission, or like a side story of Network Transmission. Let's see. Yeah, Metroid 1 and 2, or Metroid Prime 1 and 2, sorry. Very, very fun games. The first time Metroid's ever been in first person. NBA Street 3, I actually have a lot of memories with this game. It actually has the ability, or it lets you play as Mario, Luigi, and Peach in their own 3-person team. The trick system in this game is really fun. I remember playing the story mode or whatever, where you take your character and like build them up RPG style. It's super fun. Shoutouts to Arlo. Bring back Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I don't remember what the hashtag was, but I really do hope they do a like actual traditional sequel of Paper Mario. I really don't think the other games are bad, even though I think Sticker Star kind of is very disappointing. But the RPG Paper Mario games are so good. Obviously, you have the Mario and Luigi stuff, and I think those are fantastic as well. But there's something about the Paper Mario series that really resonates with a lot of people. So, cool story about this, right? Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. This game is one of the more expensive ones for the GameCube, and I remember, I'm pretty sure when I bought this on eBay, the seller listed it as the original 1 and 2 and priced it as such. So I think I paid like $40 for this, and I was ecstatic to just pay $40 for this awesome game. I did play a couple hours into this. This game is super fun. I know people still use the GameCube network adapter to play this online, and that's pretty fucking awesome. Pikmin 1 and 2, very cool. Project number 3 from Capcom. This is the only of the Capcom created games for the GameCube that actually stayed exclusive, and that's because I feel like this game is definitely not as good as the others. Pokemon Coliseum. I do have the bonus disc. I did pay not quite a bit. I think the price is still on here, yeah. $30 for it. It's just, I think it's steadily going up in price. I don't know why. I'm not one of those people that's like inherently collecting for value's sake, so I don't understand when stuff like this, where it's basically just like some footage and you can transfer Jirachi onto Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I don't understand why it would get expensive. I really don't. The only thing I'm missing for the Pokemon series is Pokemon Box. I almost bought the Japanese version and called it a day, but I will get the English version at some point. All the Resident Evil games, at least the mainline titles, are on the GameCube. This is the full set of them. 0, 1, 2, 3 Nemesis, Code Veronica, and 4. Obviously now, again, you can play all of this on the PS4, but it's really cool that it actually came out all for the GameCube, so you can experience the entire series up to that point on one console. This is Hit and Run. Everybody loves that game. I think it's awesome. This guy's Arcadia. I actually just got this pretty recently. Cool Sega RPG. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I've heard it's pretty good. I'm not gonna disbelieve the people. Sonic games. Oh man, I love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This game has gotten a lot of, I feel, unnecessary hate in the last couple of years. People have been going back and kind of like, I guess, trashing this game because it hasn't aged well, but man, I absolutely love this game. Treasure hunting and the mech stuff I think are fine. Obviously the Sonic and Shadow stuff are a lot better, but I think the game has a really great overall flow, and I absolutely adore this game. I am a huge Sonic fan though, so maybe that kind of just blinds me to it, but I honestly think the GameCube doesn't have any bad Sonic games. Nope, not a single bad Sonic game anywhere here. Not one. Soul Calibur 2, I remember this being a lot of fun. I remember I rented this so many times that I think I bought this at a GameStop in New Jersey a long time ago. I love the fact that Link was in the game. I wasn't even that huge a fan of Legend of Zelda. I just knew him from Super Smash Bros. And stuff like that. But I think that game is so good. Spider-Man 1 and 2. Everybody loves Spider-Man 2. Well, now I guess like people love the PS4 Spider-Man way more. But I do think that game is way better than this one. No offense, obviously. Star Fox Assault. Super fun Star Fox game. I feel like this should get a remaster or like a port, because this game was a lot of fun. Ooh, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Just have this limited edition cover. I don't know anything about this. I don't know if it came in like a special box or anything, but I found that at a thrift store and I thought it was really cool to find. But these two games I will talk about. Super Mario Strikers, I play this game so much. If you've ever followed me on any of my channels, I know on T4K I played this at least 3 times. And I did a recent video of it with my old T4K friend John Michael. I absolutely love Super Mario Strikers. I think this game is amazing. It's a very, like, out of all the Mario sports games, this has the most different atmosphere to them. Because I feel like it takes like a weird, like, Mad Max, like, post-apocalyptic style to it. It's very interesting. It's a lot grittier, I think, than other Mario games. Super Mario Sunshine. This one's actually signed to me. Yes, my name is DJ, and despite the fact that I am Tyson Pierce. And I met Charles Martinet at oh god, I forgot what con it is. It'll be on the screen, whatever. I actually still really like this game. This used to be my favorite Mario game, and it still is. But Odyssey has actually, like, really come close to taking its spot. But I still feel like, in terms of, like, gameplay, that this Mario was the best. This before Odyssey and its Gamecube gameplay really came into the fray. But I do really enjoy this game, and I think this game is absolutely fantastic in its own right. And I was really hoping that Sunshine would get DLC from Super Mario Odyssey. Almost to the end. Super Smash Bros. Melee, of course. Of course, everybody knows about this game. This game's the greatest fighting game of all time, blah, blah, blah. I mean, honestly, I do really like Super Smash Bros. Melee. The kind of, like, I guess in the reputation its community has kind of, like, gotten to me a little bit, but I do think the game is still absolutely great. Tales of Symphonia, the first Tales of game I ever played and beat on the Gamecube. This game is absolutely fantastic. It's kind of like, I guess I could say it's like maybe the FF7 of the Tales of series. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I feel like as an entry-level Tales of game, I think this is absolutely fantastic. It's available on the PS3 now, so you don't need to track down the GameCube version, but if you do, I still think it's great on the system. Right now, it's gonna be pretty funny, but I did meet the voice of Leonardo, my favorite Ninja Turtle. Mike Sinter Nicholas, and I had him sign both of these. These are the only 2 Turtles game I had at the time, and he voiced Leonardo in the 2003 series and in these games. I thought that was pretty funny. Speaking of getting signatures, I do have Craig Sipes Beast Boy, who signed my copy of Teen Titans. He did a huge signature. I was hoping more like, one for each individual character, but he was pretty cool. He was chill. And this game actually, you know what? This game's a lot of fun. This game's getting super expensive for the Xbox for whatever reason, so pick it up for the GameCube if you want a cheaper alternative. It's just a cool, like, team beat 'em up kind of thing, and I thought it was pretty fun when I played it. As a kid, I feel like I beat it like twice. Beautiful Joe's is a pretty fun Capcom beat 'em up. I really enjoyed that game. WarioWare, I think this is like a compilation of a bunch of the Game Boy Advance WarioWare games. This one's actually pretty fun too. Yu-Gi-Oh! False Battle Kingdom. I remember I actually beat this game in full, and this game, like, I replayed this to show Matt what it was like, and I was like, man, it's really slow, and I honestly can't believe that I actually beat that game when I was younger. Here's my Japanese GameCube set, basically. Bobo game, Battle Stadium DON, the crossover Smash Bros. Style game with Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. I think this is Naruto. Technically, this is Clash of the Ninja 3. I don't even remember if I actually have the other ones in my collection. I don't think I do. Nope. But these games are pretty fun. They were like basic Naruto fighting games at the time. I guess it was like, obviously we have the Ultimate Storm series now, so not really a reason to really go back and play those. Super Robot Wars. I'm assuming GC stands for GameCube. Cool, like tactics style RPG that stars a bunch of like robots from like the animes and stuff. So as you can tell, this is a different, I recorded this at a different time than the first part of the video. Sorry, it's been a little weird. I really wanted to get this out for the 18th birthday of the GameCube, and I wasn't really sure where to go with the direction of this video. So I decided just to show up the collection. That's really all it is. I appreciate if you actually watch this far into the video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be after I edit it all down. Once again, happy birthday to the GameCube, and I really hope to continue pursuing this complete set. It's the only system I actually want to complete out of all the systems that I own. I actually really wanted to try and go for a Switch complete collection, but after all like the limited run and like signature edition type of games, that it's gonna be that's gonna be a tougher one than most other systems. But you know, there are people who have completed the GameCube set, and I'm really looking forward to being one of those people at some point. And if you really enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out all my other videos. I know the channel's a little bit weird because there's not really a sort of theme to it, but I've been trying to embrace the collector side and more just try to focus on like what I really want to do for gaming, I guess. But anyway, after all that, happy birthday to the GameCube. Hope you guys who watch this also enjoy playing on the GameCube. I know that I'm hoping that the Switch gets like a GameCube virtual console. I guess that's not the name for it anymore, but that would be really cool. I would definitely put some money into that. And you know, like most importantly, just take care, have a great day, and yeah.